in a good way.
It became almost an enigma on its own, and I think I'm right in saying that once a front page was dedicated to just Kylie's bottom, and that's something that not many other people can say they've achieved, and it is a fantastic bottom, you've got to say.
Coming up, Kylie walks the tightrope of fame in a bid to gain maximum exposure.
It's not as if men can actually imagine they could be engaged in a sex act with Kylie Minogue. She's there to be admired.
With minimum scandal as her love life goes out of control.
Lurid kiss and tell on Kylie Minogue is just about the greatest slice of tabloid.
Kylie had been relaunched by Parlophone and remodeled as a tightly packaged pop diva who sung purely for our pleasure. She oozed sex appeal and flaunted her body. Kylie was compelling viewing, yet we were kept at arm's length from the fantasy she represented.
Kylie is a purveyor of sanitized sexuality. I mean, she is sexy and she appeals to a wide constituency of heterosexual males, but there's something almost untouchable about her.
She's sort of safe sex. Here she is wearing not very much, but with Kylie it's somehow sort of okay.
The Agent Provocateur commercial that she did was extraordinarily raunchy, but it still doesn't seem to turn Kylie into anything as sordid or seedy as it could. So it's a remarkable trick in a way, because it also doesn't alienate a female audience. A female audience can still feel Kylie's part of their world. She's not showing off to their boyfriend. She's not, it's merely appealing to a gay audience. There's something about it that works on all levels.
Kylie's management were keen to capitalise on her new high-camp sexiness. They were eager to create a pop star who had such a strong image that her brand would become instantly recognisable.
Kylie's image is all. She might not say a lot, but she is fantastically styled and with some of the greatest photographic images that remain now. And I think at the core of any great campaign, particularly in popular culture, you have to have the iconographic shot.
The people at GQ magazine obviously took this one step further, recreating the iconic image of the female tennis player hitching up her skirt to reveal a bare bottom, using Kylie, kind of a play on Kylie's iconic status and how big a brand she'd become in her own right.
She was shot wearing underwear because it was cold, knowing that we would remove the underwear afterwards to echo the picture. And then, possibly the day after the magazine had been published, we got a call from a guy called Maurice Chittenden, the Sunday Times, saying that he'd heard that Kylie was annoyed that we'd taken her knickers off for this cover. I said this wasn't true, I thought nothing else of it. And there appeared a down-page story in that Sunday's paper saying that Kylie was annoyed. And again, I read this and thought nothing of it. And the next day, the cover of all the tabloids in the Mail, it was everywhere. And this story went bananas. And I called up Kylie's PR person, who I know very well, and said, "What do you make of this?" And he said, "Well, I don't know where this has come from, but if we keep our mouths shut, we can keep this going for a while." And we did.
Was Kylie behind the scenes manipulating the story herself, or was it a PR ploy by her management? Either way, the photo was embargoed from further distribution, making the image even more sought after.
And it lasted in the press for 8 or 9 days. It was extraordinary. And we just didn't feed anybody anything. And it just kept going and going and going and going. So it was a sort of win-win situation.
Kylie's next visual assault on the public arrived in spectacular style in 2002 with the promo to Can't Get You Out of My Head. The track was hypnotic and the video was mesmerising with its bold synthetic vision of the future and its ironic portrayal of Kylie as a robotic performer.
Can't Get You Out of My Head is definitely the pivotal iconic moment for Kylie Minogue. She'd been through different phases. She'd done disco, girl next door, rock chick, but this was the moment where she came up with a hit, with a hook so addictive it was like crack cocaine.
The video opened with her driving a yellow Lamborghini, what's cooler than that, and then these really blood red lips, a very sort of futuristic dance routine, and suddenly from the going from the gold hot pants, which was pure sex, Kylie was sleek, she was designer, and she was really putting out quite a definitive new image.
She came round here and bounced my little baby boy up and down on her knee, and you know, tea and biscuits. And I actually had one here already, a toile of one in black, which was, you know, made for a 6-footer, and she tried it on. And she looked in the mirror and she just pulled this pose, you know, and I just got goosebumps.
It was a hoodie, basically. It was very chavvy. It was a chavvy hood. You know, she made the hood less chavvy.
Kylie's striking image in Can't Get You Out of My Head upgraded her burgeoning status as an icon of pop culture, and comparisons with Madonna quickly followed suit. Was Kylie any real competition for the Queen of Reinvention, or was she simply a corporate puppet?
Kylie and Madonna are often compared hand in hand, and the thing that they share is this just inherent ability to just come back time and time again, and with a different image, a new look. And it 9 times out of 10 works and gives you that surprise factor and helps you fall in love all over again with the artist and reconnect with them. And I think that's where Kylie has been just so successful.
They know how to manipulate the industry. Their publicists and record label know how to edge them in the right direction with looks with regards to music and sound. I think for me, Madonna leads the way when it comes to new ideas. Kylie surprises us. She sort of throws something in the mix and you kind of like, whoa, that's really cool.
Certainly Madonna can be enigmatic, and the moment she actually had across her chest, Kylie, it got all the sort of tabloids and the slick press sort of running around trying to work out what it all meant. Pure mischief. And of course it helped Kylie, and it was at a time when they probably symbiotically fed off one another. You wouldn't get Madonna putting that across if she didn't believe in the sort of popular delivery of Kylie.
For Kylie, each reinvention seems to incorporate a new boyfriend, and with so few public slip-ups, the press are always ready to pounce at the slightest sniff of man trouble. And despite her best efforts, the control she exercises in every other area of her life does not seem to extend to the men she dates.
You don't become the biggest thing in pop or around the world if you're not got a bit of control about you.
Kylie has a very unfortunate love life. I mean, you really do feel for her. She's got this amazing career, looks gorgeous, has aged amazingly. But I mean, look at her love life. It's really, really dire.
I think that it might be that you might have not been a love rat prior to going out with Kylie Minogue, but the problem is, once you've pulled Kylie, right, from a bloke's perspective, if you pull Kylie Minogue, that'll go to your head. Even if you're the most modest bloke in the world. I went to lunch with Kylie once and I went around thinking that I was Casanova for about the next year. We only had ex-Benedict.
Because there's absolutely nothing you can say against Kylie Minogue, the only thing the press have to pick at is her apparently poor choice of relationships. And because she seems to be unlucky in love, and because her first song was I Should Be So Lucky, press people love nothing more than a bad pun. And so we're always picking up on the fact that Kylie's unlucky in her relationships.
Kylie's choice of boyfriend in 2003 led her to face a potentially very damaging PR situation. She was dating British model James Gooding, and that year she performed on stage at the Brit Awards with Justin Timberlake. During the performance, Justin grabbed Kylie's bottom, and the next day it made headline news, despite neither star presenting nor receiving an award. It was a phenomenally successful PR stunt, and rumours circulated about whether they had spent the night together after the show. Kylie's boyfriend James Gooding was riled by the incident and went straight to the tabloids to dish the dirt.
James Gooding's kiss and tell on Kylie Minogue was one of the all-time greats. He was a star of the stature of Kylie. It's rare you get kiss and tells on female stars on that scale. Even rarer to get one with someone who wasn't just a one-night stand, but someone who'd had a sustained relationship with her. I mean, we got that through two things, like persistent journalism and charm, and, let's be blunt about it, shed loads of money. What James Gooding told us was what the real Kylie was like. Icy, determined, career-obsessed, unemotional, hard work.
What's interesting about that is, even if he's right, even if that's all true, the public is so allied behind Kylie that they all came out against him for daring to speak up against her. You're not going to win in a war of words against someone who is so genuinely liked by the public as much as Kylie Minogue. There's no point in attacking her. Nothing is going to stick and you're just going to look bad.
We never heard of Dickie birth from Kylie after the James Gooding story. She's a bit like Madonna. Never complain, never explain.
Of course, Kylie wasn't alone for long and was soon papped out with half French, half Spanish actor Olivier Martinez. Martinez complimented the new Bardot image that Kylie sported in the video for Slow. She had long blonde hair and a bright red pout as she writhed around the poolside in Barcelona surrounded by hunks.
He looked like a bad boy. I think we could all see that. I think we're all trying to yell at Kylie. You know, he's probably not going to work this one. But he had this very, very strong essence of cool about him. He never really played up to the cameras, and he didn't try to look too sexy. He always looked like he'd just crawled out of bed, really, you know, with that slight stubble and hair and everything like that. I think it was very grown-up sexiness, and that was the only thing that Kylie was missing in her repertoire.
Their relationship was marred by rumours of infidelity, as Olivier was papped out with a number of high-profile women. The press were eager to brand him a love rat, and his behaviour was closely scrutinised during her battle with cancer.